Hey, it's John here from John Still Runs. In my last video I talked about cadence as one of my metrics that I have on the data fields of my Garmin Instinct 2S, and how I thought cadence was perhaps a little useful but not all that useful for me. And today I'd like to talk about two metrics I have on my watch that I find quite useful. I do have to wear a heart rate monitor, which I have here in my pocket. It's the Heart Rate Pro from Garmin, and it enables me to get these other two metrics. First one is average vertical ratio. Now, this is the ratio or percentage of your vertical displacement to your horizontal displacement. So if your vertical displacement or upward movement is say 100 millimeters or 10 centimeters, and your forward distance with each stride is 1,000 millimeters or a meter, that's 10%. And it's generally considered that an optimal percentage is under 10%. Usually the faster you go, the lower that number drops. I generally average 8 or 9, up towards 10%. And if my number goes up, I wonder if my form is worsening and I'm getting a little less efficient at going forward rather than up. The second metric I enjoy looking at and using, and perhaps is quite helpful, is average ground contact time balance percentage. It's a bit of a mouthful. Now, before we talk about balance percentage of this metric, what is ground contact time? Well, this is the time or how long your foot stays connected to the ground, from when the foot hits the ground until it lifts off. And by the way, under 300 milliseconds is considered acceptable. So what is average ground contact time balance percentage? Well, you would hope that with each foot hitting the ground, left and right, they spend about the same time on the ground. If one leg is spending more time on the ground, it probably means it's pushing off the ground more slowly. I broke my right ankle about 8 months ago, and interestingly, my balance percentage was showing that, with the percentage being too much time on my right leg, which I'm going to demonstrate now. So when I say demonstrate, I don't mean I'm going to give you a visual demonstration of my running gait in slow motion. Boy, that would be good if I could do that. I'm going to show you some data. So here are some metrics of a run I did, an easy 2-hour run at 620 minute per K pace. I did this run last month. It has my average vertical ratio at 9.9%, which is just acceptable, and my average ground contact time balance close to 50-50. Not bad. But if you look at this other run, of which the data you can see, a 45-minute run at around about 540 minute per K, or slightly quicker, and quicker than the other run, you can see that at that pace, my average vertical ratio is 8.7%, a little better. So I'm going forwards more than I'm going up compared to the other run, the longer, slower run. So perhaps I was a little bit more efficient overall, but did this faster pace create a bigger imbalance in my average ground contact time balance? And you can see with me spending too much ground contact time on my right foot on the ground. So, and it's the one that I had an ankle fracture about 8 months ago, and it's still somewhat stiff. So at that faster pace running, am I setting myself up for an injury? I'm not sure, but it's something that I need to be careful with. And I think it's motivating for me to keep rehabilitating my little bit stiff right ankle. So there you have it. A couple of metrics that I find useful with my running. It motivates me to keep rehabbing my right ankle. I need to keep on working on its mobility and strength. I'd be interested if you have those metrics on your data fields of your watch, and if you do so, do you find it useful or just interesting? So I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.